For centuries, the idea of the perfect body has changed dramatically. What one generation considered beautiful, the next might see as completely different. Think about the art from different historical periods. Renaissance paintings often celebrated fuller, softer figures, seeing them as symbols of health and wealth. Then, fast forward to the early 20th century, and a much more slender, boyish silhouette became the fashionable ideal. This constant change shows us that beauty standards are not fixed truths. They are social constructs created and influenced by culture, media, and even economic factors at the time. There is no single timeless definition of what a beautiful body should look like, which is a powerful thing to remember. In more recent decades, the speed of these changes has only accelerated. The 1950s idolized the hourglass figure, while the 1960s swung towards a very thin, mod look. The 1980s brought the era of the athletic, toned supermodel, and the 1990s introduced the heroin chic aesthetic, which was dangerously thin. Each of these trends was pushed heavily through magazines, movies, and advertising. This constant barrage of images creates a powerful pressure to conform. People start to believe that their own bodies are wrong if they don't match the current fleeting ideal. It's an exhausting cycle that sets people up to feel inadequate and constantly chasing an impossible goal. The rise of social media in the 21st century has added a new complex layer to this issue. On one hand, it has given a platform to a wider variety of body types than ever before. We can see people of all shapes, sizes, colors, and abilities sharing their lives. This can be incredibly validating and help people feel less alone. On the other hand, social media is also filled with heavily edited, filtered, and curated images. These pictures present an unrealistic and often unattainable version of reality. It's easy to scroll through a feed and start comparing your real life and your real body to someone else's carefully constructed highlight reel, which can be very damaging to self-esteem. Understanding this history is the first step toward breaking free from its grip. When we recognize that beauty standards are not permanent rules but temporary trends, they lose some of their power over us. We can start to see them for what they are, a reflection of a specific time and place, not a judgment on our personal worth. This knowledge allows us to take a step back and question the messages we receive every day. It gives us the permission to stop chasing a moving target and instead focus on how we feel in our own skin right here and now on this day, July 5th, 2025. True beauty isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about appreciating the body you have. Many of us have an inner critic, a negative voice in our heads that points out all our perceived flaws. This voice doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It is often formed during our childhood and teenage years, from comments made by family, friends, or even bullies at school. A thoughtless remark about your weight or the shape of your nose can stick with you for years, replaying in your mind long after the person who said it has forgotten. This inner critic can become so loud and persistent that we start to believe its harsh words are the absolute truth. It tells us we are not good enough, not attractive enough, and not worthy of love or respect until we fix our bodies. The media we consume plays a huge role in feeding this inner critic. Every day, we are bombarded with advertisements for diet plans, workout programs, and cosmetic procedures that promise to help us achieve a better body. These messages are designed to make us feel insecure because insecurity sells products. They create a problem that we didn't even know we had, and then offer a convenient, purchasable solution. This constant exposure reinforces the idea that our natural bodies are projects that need to be constantly worked on and improved. It strengthens the voice of the inner critic, giving it more ammunition to use against us when we are feeling vulnerable. The process of unlearning these negative thought patterns is a conscious and active one. It begins with simply noticing when the inner critic is speaking. You have to learn to separate its voice from your own true thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something negative about your body, pause and ask yourself, where did this thought come from? Is it really true? Is this thought helping me or hurting me? This simple act of questioning can start to break the automatic cycle of self-criticism. It creates a space between the negative thought and your reaction to it, giving you the power to choose a different, more compassionate response. Replacing the inner critic's voice with one of kindness and self-compassion is the next crucial step. This means talking to yourself the way you would talk to a dear friend who was feeling down about their appearance. You wouldn't tell your friend they were ugly or worthless. You would offer them support, encouragement, and love. We must learn to extend that same grace to ourselves. It feels unnatural at first, but with practice, it becomes easier. Every time you challenge a negative thought and replace it with a positive or neutral one, you are rewriting your internal script. You are teaching yourself that you are worthy of kindness, starting with the kindness you show yourself. True body confidence is not about waking up one day and suddenly loving every single part of your body. That is an unrealistic expectation for most people. Instead, it is about shifting your focus from what your body looks like to what your body can do. Think about all the amazing things your body does for you every single day, without you even having to ask. Your legs carry you from place to place, allowing you to walk through a park or dance to your favorite song. Your arms allow you to hug the people you love and carry things you need. Your lungs breathe for you, and your heart beats steadily, keeping you alive and experiencing the world. Engaging in joyful movement is a powerful way to build this appreciation. This isn't about exercising to punish your body or to burn a certain number of calories. It's about finding physical activities that make you feel good and strong. This could be anything from hiking in nature, swimming in the ocean, practicing yoga, lifting weights, or simply having a dance party in your living room. When you move your body in ways that feel joyful, you start to see it as an incredible instrument rather than just an ornament. This connection builds a deep sense of respect and gratitude for your physical self, which is a solid foundation for lasting confidence. Another important practice is to curate your social environment, both online and offline. Pay attention to who you follow on social media. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself or that promote unrealistic body standards. Instead, fill your feed with a diverse range of bodies and with creators who promote messages of self-acceptance and empowerment. In your real life, try to spend more time with people who lift you up and make you feel good about who you are. Limiting your exposure to negativity and surrounding yourself with positivity can have a profound impact on how you see yourself and your place in the world. Finally, practicing gratitude can fundamentally change your perspective. Take a few moments each day to thank your body for something specific. You might thank your eyes for allowing you to see a beautiful sunset, or your hands for letting you create something new, or your stomach for digesting a delicious meal that gave you energy. This practice helps to shift your mindset from one of lack and criticism to one of abundance and appreciation. It's a slow and steady process, but over time, these small moments of gratitude build upon each other, creating a deep and resilient confidence that comes from within and is not dependent on external validation or approval. When you start to accept and feel confident in your own body, the change doesn't just affect you. It creates a positive ripple effect that touches the lives of the people around you. Think about how you act when you feel insecure. You might be quieter, more withdrawn, or constantly seeking reassurance from others. You might avoid certain activities, like going to the beach or trying on clothes in a store with friends. This insecurity can hold you back from fully participating in your own life and connecting with others. It builds invisible walls that keep people at a distance and prevent you from sharing your true, wonderful self with the world. Conversely, when you operate from a place of confidence, you radiate a different kind of energy. You are more likely to smile at strangers, to speak up in a group, and to say yes to new experiences. Your confidence gives other people permission to be more confident themselves. When they see you comfortable in your own skin, not apologizing for your size or shape, it can inspire them to question their own insecurities. You become a living example that happiness and self-worth are not dependent on fitting into a certain size of jeans. Your quiet confidence can be a powerful and liberating force for your friends, family, and even colleagues. This ripple effect is especially important for the next generation. Children learn about body image from the adults in their lives long before they are influenced by media. When a child hears their parent constantly complaining about their own body or talking about being on a diet, they internalize that message. They learn that bodies are something to be criticized and controlled. However, when a child grows up with adults who treat their bodies with respect and kindness, they learn a much healthier lesson. They learn to see their own bodies as good and worthy, just as they are. Your journey to self-acceptance can help break a cycle of generational body negativity. Ultimately, the body positivity movement is about more than just individual self-esteem. It is a social and political movement that advocates for a more inclusive and compassionate world. When we challenge narrow beauty standards, we are also challenging the systems that profit from our insecurities. When we demand to see more diversity in media and advertising, we are fighting for better representation for everyone. Your personal journey of learning to love and accept your body is a revolutionary act. It is a step toward creating a culture where everyone feels free to exist in their bodies without shame, judgment, or fear, allowing us all to live fuller, happier lives.